world, Minister Mark here. I want to talk about a recent retreat I had. I call it 72 hours Chrono with God. Yeah, I went to a retreat center called Cœur à Cœur avec Jésus-Christ 100% Réglo. It's on the outskirts of Douala. And before going for the retreat, discussed with my papa, as I call him, and he gave me some of the program for this retreat, right? The messages to listen to, the audiobooks to read, the scripture, all of those kind of things. So when I got there on that Sunday, I quickly set up my table. I had some instructions to get, and I didn't know it wasn't going to be like last time. I wasn't even allowed to go out of my room until today when I was leaving, right? So I just decided to make myself very comfortable in that room, because that was all I was going to have. And I was also working out each day, so not heavy workout, but I'm grateful that I was able to work out in the room, with the things that I have downloaded. I was very happy. No matter how weak I got, I prayed for the energy to work out, and when I had to siest, I would siest so that I can be revived. It was great. Then that was day one, Monday, sitting down to study, putting on what my bishop gave me and everything. Yeah, that's my bishop. I love that her music, that song. It's like, frankly speaking, a masterpiece for me, a spiritual masterpiece. That's Boo Boo, as I call him. He was the only company I had in the room. Oh no, there was also the parrot up there. At some point, Boo Boo and I had to sleep on the floor. My stomach, yeah, but the parrot kept us company also, right? And made it more lively to be there. It was just like I was in prison. I could only look on the outside from the door like that, but I couldn't open that door and go out. Oh my God, when you put your hand on the plow, sometimes you don't even know what is coming, but you have to pray for the energy. This ruler got broken, and the Lord taught me something, which He said, even if you are broken, you can still draw a line, so don't give up. I'm grateful. That's the table set up for day 2. Now I had to use the laptop. He said, I want to see all the notes. Today I was counting with my sister how many pages I wrote in, and it was like 23. I made some water, put some lemon inside water to be gargling my mouth, because when you stay like that for days, your mouth gets really dry and sour and all of that. So that was really a good thing. And I used lemon, to have my bath. I put it in a bucket and everything, so that it just keeps me fresh. That was day 2, right? Getting ready to study, learning from these messages. This one, growing in kingdom character, I have studied that message like 3 times already, and each time I pick up something new. And I'm just so grateful for this young man, Pastor Mark, Mark Julien, because really it was really so, and I keep learning each time. And then there was also from Mama herself, Mama Jaffo, from Reverend Guamesia, very important messages. This is day 3, like final day, but I had to learn in the morning before I left. When I was done, I learned about walking in the glory in the 21st century. Frankly speaking, and it's only when I left my room today that I saw the name of my room, Purification. And really it was a whole purifying 72 hours for me, because there was a lot of searching my heart and all of that, and I had to confess, I had to all of that, but it was beautiful. So that is me on my way out. That is it, Cœur à Cœur avec Jésus-Christ 100% Réglo. It's worth it. It's really far, but it's so worth it. When you get in there, you're just getting in there and just going to spend all the time you are there with Jesus, frankly speaking, especially when you have no distraction, nothing to do with food, nothing to do with anything. So yes, this is another very interesting part, how the Lord came through for me, because as I was walking with my bag on my head, there's a bike man who came and said, where are you going to? Let me give you a lift to where you can get a better bike. But before then, I was just praising my God as I was walking. Maybe that's what attracted him to me, although he was a Muslim man, and I'm wondering, you hear me singing about Jesus, and then you come close and you give me a lift. I didn't pay, and so I was really happy, like, wow, people can be so nice, because the distance he covered was like, it can be 100 francs, right? So I'm so grateful that he gave me that lift, because where he dropped me was where people take bikes, and curiously a car just came there. Cars hardly go around that area. The roads are very poor and all of those things. So I was just singing. I was just like, Lord, you never change. You never change. You remain the same. It's just something I just learned a little while ago. So yes, that is the car. The man said, where are you going to? And I said, Bonaberry. Right. And he said, how much do you have? I said, 1,000 pounds. Like a joke. But the man just said, enter. So you see the state of the road now. I had to do these videos because somebody needs to know that the Lord can really come true. You know that some people who live in another side of that area who have cars, but the roads are so poor, untarred and everything. But I was so grateful. Like, you see, my shoes, they're not getting into mud. I'm so grateful. The first time I didn't do that, I mean, to leave from Bonaberry to go there on Sunday, it cost me like 1,500, and I took like almost 2.5 hours. But today I took less than 2 hours, right? And the driver himself was so full of life, you know, and just enjoying himself. It was a pleasant ride. There was a point where we got to like Wrong Point. People who live in Cameroon know Wrong Point. They do in Douala. And the two people who were sitting with me behind, they stepped out. So I was alone behind. I could put my back on the chair, and I was just like, my goodness, that's a first class flight. Oh, la 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 la. You know, and it was just going. Once we got out of the hood and out of the traffic in that area, because that other area, it's known for its traffic. It's on its way out of Douala to Yaoundé, and all the big trucks and the bikes and the cars and everything. Oh, the ones who braved that, then we got to Wrong Point. I was just so happy. I mean, you see, I was alone behind there. So at some point, I just put my back down. I was like, oh, you're back, sit on your own. No, me too, I want to relax. So that's the 1,000 fans I gave him. You know, God is so good, because I just had 1,500 fans left. So I was able to buy an apple, because I really wanted to buy an apple, you know, and take a bike back home. Those little things, those details that we think don't mean anything to the Lord, they mean something to him. And so I was so grateful that he catered for all of that, only for me to get home and bigger surprises came in. And so I'm really so grateful. Don't give up on God. He doesn't give up on you. Spend some time, get to know him more and more, and he will really keep all his promises.